we do have some incentives put in place. You know as well as I do, especially in the middle school setting, if you put forth some incentives, some real fun incentives, you're going to get those kids to walk a straight line. Now, is it going to keep every one of them walking straight? We all know that that's probably not going to happen. But our goal is to try to reach 100% of them. So we have one year-end activity, a big culminating activity for students who meet their behavioral goals. Now, remember, I said we have a secondary emphasis on academics. So they have to meet that goal too. But their goal, all right, their goal is not to be perfect, because we understand that there's going to be times in a year that pop up that students are going to have a bad day because of something that might have happened that morning at home or something that happened the previous day at home. So we don't want them to necessarily be perfect. So we give them one slip up. Okay, so their goal is to have no more than one ISS referral for the whole school year. All right, and then on top of that, as an academic component of it, we ask them that they pass 5 out of 6 classes. All right, that's what our middle school does for promotion. That's what we do for eligibility for athletics. So I said, why not tie that in with grad first? So they have to pass 5 out of 6, and they have to have no more than one ISS referral. If they do that, then they're going to be rewarded with the opportunity, a free opportunity to go to the Phonopolis Fun Center in Commerce, Georgia. I don't know if any of you have ever heard of it. If you're not from around the Commerce area, I'm sure wherever you're from has probably got some kind of activity center like what we have in Commerce. But basically, it's just a huge game center. They have putt-putt. They have go-karts. They have laser tag. They have video games. It's unbelievable. So last year, we took this group of students, and last year we only had about 50% of our grad. For last year, we had 44 students on our grad first team. I think we carried 21 of them to Phonopolis Fun Center in Commerce. It was like the last 2 weeks of school. So now this year, what we've asked those 6th and 7th graders from last year to do is come back to the grad first team. And we took the students that were on their 8th grade last year, we put new 6th graders on. And basically, we've asked them to help us recruit and talk to these new students about what that field trip is like. And I tell you, I saw some amazing things on that field trip last year. There's a lot of students that we had on that trip that they'd never been to Commerce, and Commerce is only 35-40 minutes from Hartwell. It's not far, but for those students that's on that grad first team, those are the students that don't have an opportunity to go places like Phonopolis every day. We got students in our school that have never been to South Carolina, and y'all, that's 8 miles across the Savannah River. Okay, so y'all know the students I'm talking about. So this is an activity at the end of the year that we're looking forward to this year. And we have lunch at Ryan's Steakhouse. I had 6 students that had never been to Ryan's that we took last year, and they couldn't believe it. It was just like they saw all that food and they just couldn't believe it. And they said, can we get this? You can get anything you want to, it's free. Hart County Middle School paid for it. So that's a big incentive we have. And I understand that a year is a long way for a student to have to look down the road. So we have monthly incentives that we put in place also. And then the last slide here, basically students on our grad first team, they're already talking about this field trip. The students that went on it last year, they're already encouraging other students to behave and stay in class and do the right thing. And as of yesterday, I went back and looked before I left the office yesterday. As of yesterday, out of 47, I've only had 1 student that has been in ISS so far for the first 9 weeks. So that's a celebration for us at the middle school. And then, of course, last but not least, I've already kind of said this. Y'all know how middle schoolers talk. Y'all know how gossip goes. The word spreads fast about these incentives that we put in place. And I understand that money might be an issue, but I've talked to people like Rob Moffitt at Banks County. I've talked to other graduation coaches. If you get out in the community, people will support your school. All you got to do is go ask. They will give gift cards, whatever it is you need. I've got Walmart donated $5 gift cards, I think 20 of them, as monthly incentives. If you get out in your community and ask for things, I learned that from Rob last year in this grad first, they will come. They will have your back, because it not only helps promote their business, but more importantly, it helps support the children of our local school system in Hart County. I appreciate your attention. I'm going to turn it over to Marcia. Thank you.